The road was completely silent and empty, and the only sound which could be heard is the pouring of rain and thunderstorms. It was almost impossible to stay under the weather like this without a shed or roof, and people already hid themselves in the possible places, making the streets empty. It was a disaster, but for some people, no disaster is bigger than their own life. Sometimes situations break them so much from inside that nothing seems to matter for them. A black car belongs to the most dangerous mafia boss was passing through the dark alley when his eyes caught something or someone. He pulled the brakes and reversed drive until he reached to the place where he saw that someone. Not caring about anything, a girl was sitting under the rain as the water was pouring down on her, making her completely drenched in rain. Her body was shivering, but she was sitting there like a statue. Her body has become pale and she seemed sick. Don't know how and why she caught his attention, why he felt an ache in his heart when he saw that girl. She wasn't moving, and her hair were covering her entire face. He couldn't control the urge to go to her and came out from the car with his umbrella. She felt the raindrops not pouring on her anymore, and she noticed a pair of legs stop in front of her. By lifting her face up, she found a man looking at her while holding an umbrella that was protecting you from rain. Don't you know that it's dangerous to stay outside in such weather? You slowly looked down as you don't want to listen to anyone. You look like a high schooler. Why aren't you at your home, kid? This made you look at him again. He has hopes that you'll gonna say something this time, and you did. I don't have a thing called home. Why are you an orphan? You both looked at each other for a minute before you rested your chin on your hands. Even worse than that, saying that you buried your face in between your arms while hugging your knees. There was a loud thunder making you flinch a little. You can't stay here all night. If you have ran away from your house, then let me take you there. They will forgive you. You once again looked at him. Why are you so concerned about me? Do we even know each other? Is there any reason behind being nice to me? He was a bit surprised by those words but stayed calm. Why do you think I might have a reason behind being nice to you? Because people always do this to me till now. I didn't run away from my house, my parents kicked me out. And do you know why? Because I got pregnant in this age, with a child of a guy who just used my body in the name of love and now hid somewhere. You don't know why you blurt out everything in front of a stranger, but all this was making you hard to live your life, and you wanted someone to listen to you. People were horrible to you and treated you like a trash, even your own parents, and now you're tired of living in this world. Just go away from here and leave me on my condition. You started to cry looking down. It was so surprising and heartbreaking for Jungkook to know how much he can relate to you. He was also an outcast, but now he became the scariest version of himself that everyone fears. Would you like to come with me to a place where there won't be anyone to take advantage of you? You looked at his extended hand towards you. I will make sure that you'll never get treated and used by anyone after this day. You walked behind him inside a very secretive and tight security system mansion. You don't know why you decided to come with this guy whom you have never seen, but life has given you so many betrayals that you don't care about trusting people now. He turned back towards you, and now you could see his face clearly in this light. He wasn't that old like how he was sounding till now, and would be only a few years older than you. He looked you up and down as your clothes were all wet. I will give you some clothes to change or else you'll catch a cold. He knew you were feeling comfortable by his glance, so he shifted his eyes to the other side and continued. For today, manage in my clothes and I'll buy you all the stuff tomorrow. With that, he walked upstairs while your eyes followed him until he disappeared in a hallway. After changing into his clothes, you came in the kitchen where he cooked a hot bowl of ramen noodles. Not to lie, but you were starving from 2 days. You were about to end your life under that rain, but don't know how this guy came like a guardian angel and now doing all this for you. You still don't know whether to trust him or not because who knows who he actually is, but now you don't really care about anything. You don't even care that a child is growing up inside you at such a young age where you don't even know what will happen to you in the future. He put another egg inside your bowl as he realized how hungry you might be after seeing the way you were slurping the noodles. You felt a little embarrassed. Eat as much as you want. No one is going to church or hurt you here. You swallowed the noodles and looked at him slowly. Can I ask you, what do you want from me? I know you might not be like those people, but still, I never see anyone helping others, especially me, without wanting anything in return. He picked the tissue and wiped the corner of your mouth, which was slightly stained with the soup. You gulped. You're right. I'm doing it to get something in return. You felt your heart breaking even though you already know no one helped you without being selfish. But little were you not expecting this from him. The way he was treating you, you were not expecting this from him. What do you want then? I want you to forget about your past, everything that hurt you till now, and tell me the names of all those people who did this to you. I want you to be happy. I want you to live your life. Will you give this promise to me? Tears filled in your eyes as you looked in his eyes. Who is who is he and why he is caring about you this much? You looked down playing with the chopsticks as you were holding your sobs that was creating pain in your throat. You need to rest well, and for that you can use my room because there's a little bit of work to be done in another rooms to make them good for living. You didn't say anything and your head was hanging low, but he could see a drop of tear fell on the table. He didn't say anything further because he could see himself sitting on your place from years ago when he was thrown out by everyone from their lives and was treated like trash. Only he knows the struggle he made. He never wanted to become what he is now, but the world made him do this. It made him hate everything around him. Those people filled that little boy's mind with revenge and hate. He slid a glass of water towards you. Today would be the last day when you cry. A slight smile appeared on Jungkook's face when he stood in front of him after trying on a dress he selected for you. He looked nervous, but now his presence gives you confidence. You still don't know why he's doing all this for you, but one thing you were sure about is his intentions aren't bad. Can you smile a little bit so I can decide which one is looking better? You wanted to laugh a little on his words, but all you did was to give a sweet, weak smile, but this was enough for him to make his heart skip a beat. He looked at the manager who was also there providing her best service. I can't decide between a few, so pack everything, she tried. This time he looked at him astonished. Are you sure, sir? I mean, there are more than 50 dresses. Do I need to repeat? Sorry, sir. We'll make everything ready soon. She left from there while Jungkook walked near you. Anything else you want to get? Why are you spending so much on me? I don't need that many clothes. I love seeing you happy and I can do anything to make myself happy. He smiled and held your hand before walking outside. He turned towards Jungkook. I know I had no right to ask so much about you, but I'm just curious. Who are you actually? I mean, your real identity. This place seems completely apart from the outside world, as if built in another world. He got up from the couch and walked towards you. I was also like you when I realized how I was being outcast by the world, entitled as a monster because I killed someone. He looked at you while you were listening to him intently. Of course you were surprised with what he said, but decided to listen to his story because who can understand this better than you? I was thrown inside an orphan when I was only 6 just because I was not better than my brother. I was a disgrace to my family. I was treated like trash there, so I ran away. After killing the man who tortured me every single day, I got to know how cruel the world is for loners who have no one by their side to protect them. I was forced to hate everything about this world and especially the people. I made my own world, my own rules. And those who don't follow, they have to give up on their lives. He slowly looked towards you who was already looking at him. I don't know if it was destiny or what, but when I found you, I saw you in myself and I promised to myself not to let you completely break from inside. I'll not let you suffer from the same pain anymore, and you can believe in me. I'm not going to break your trust. You couldn't control and hugged him. It's like deep inside you were needing a shoulder to rely on and a deep hug, no matter if it's from a stranger or someone you can love. It was just to tell you that you can rest, you can stop, and you don't have to push yourself to make others happy. Just live the way you want without fear. He patted your head gently. Everything would be fine. You can stop and you don't have to push yourself to make others happy. You never found such peace and comfort anywhere like you found in his embrace. It felt like home to you, a place where you can open about your insecurities and no one will judge you. We are going to the hospital for your checkup tomorrow, so rest, okay? He broke the hug and caressed your cheek before placing a soft kiss on your forehead. Good night. He was about to leave when you grabbed his hand, making him look at you. It's okay if you sleep beside me. Jungkook was standing outside the bathroom because he suddenly started feeling cramps in your lower abdomen. Wyan, is everything okay? Do you need any help? You were taking long inside and no sound was coming from inside, so he became worried. He again banged on the door, but this time you opened. He looked at you and panicked, seeing your pale face. Are you okay? You tried to hold your tears. Something is wrong. Please take me to the hospital. He gulped. This is sad to say that she has a miscarriage. Jungkook looked at her a bit surprised. Miscarriage? But how? How many months pregnant she was? It was 2 months and because of some complications, she couldn't conceive the child. I don't think she is at the right age to conceive a child. She is a minor if I'm not wrong. Jungkook looked down and nodded. What about her? Is she alright? Doctor nodded. She might feel cramps in her lower abdomen, and for few weeks the bleeding would be high because it will take time for the tissues to pass completely. Come for the checkup after a month. Now you can take her, and please take good care of her. Jungkook got up and nodded slightly before walking towards Yoo, who was sleeping. Jungkook gave you a warm cup of tea and sat beside you. I may sound cruel to say these words, but don't be worried about what happened, and now you have to take care of your health above anything. Seems like God also wants to completely erase my past. Don't say you're cruel. I'm actually happy that this happened. I might never be able to love that innocent child after knowing what his father does. Your eyes filled with tears, but tears refused to come out. You took a sip of the tea while looking straight without blinking, while Jungkook's eyes were on you. He wanted to tell you that he punished every sinner that made your life hell. Then let's write our future together. You slowly turn your face towards him only to meet his eyes. I might not be the best for you, and I don't know if you'd still trust me or not, but I will try to become your better present and future so that you can forget all the bad things that this world has done to you. Jungkook, I've never seen anyone doing so much for me selflessly. Then why do you care for me so much? Why do you want me to be happy? Why is seeing me happy gives you happiness? I know that you will say that you pity me or you can relate to me because you have had a similar past as me, but I'm asking you one thing. Is this only a reason? Why do I feel like you have feelings for me? Tell me. He didn't say anything and was just looking at you, listening to every single word that was coming out from your mouth. Do you really feel like I do all this because I like you? Do my actions really show that I'm in love with you? You got a bit nervous. I just guessed. I'm sorry if I said something wrong. What are you apologizing for? You lift up your face and looked at him. You just said the truth because I do fall in love with you. But I'm scared to confess. I don't want to pressure you for something you don't feel. That's why I don't say anything. You shifted a little closer to him and placed your lips against him before kissing him, but then broke it and sat on your place. When you're trying so hard to erase my terrible past, then how can you think someone else would give me happiness except you? Let me be in your future, Jungkook. Please don't hold back your feelings. I want to be loved by you and I don't care about anything. Tears fell from your eyes. He wiped your cheeks with his thumb. You don't have to ask. Just clean your plate.